What's up YouTube, CT Edison Retro Hub here, coming at you today with another video. I just wanted to showcase my current build for hero files that I'm running. There's a couple things that I just wanted to take note of, some of my choices in the main and the side, just a couple notes, and I would love to hear some feedback in the comments down below. So just a couple things I just wanted to bring up too. I'm not playing Malicious Edge. I'm not a big fan of the card personally. It's just for hands when you like draw multiple heroes or multiple monarchs. Like this card really doesn't do anything. And like even as a card itself, the best case scenario is when you special summon Infernal Prodigy to tribute summon it, you get the plus, which is pretty cool. Besides that, like summoning it itself is like not super impactful. Like it could get damage in versus a defense monster with piercing, but otherwise, like I think the card is kind of lackluster in my opinion, and I just kind of want to didn't brick as much for when I draw like the all hero hands. That's basically my thought process behind it. So that's why I'm not playing the card. And also, I was on the malicious build for about 2 months or so. I liked it. I was playing malicious with 4 draw traps. Sorry, 4 discard traps, the Regeki Break and 1 Wind Blast. But the thing is with that is because you draw 2 of them sometimes, it just feels super dead. The hero lineup I was using was Stratos, Ocean, and 2 Malicious. That's it. It just seems harder to get your heroes live when you draw 2 of them and you don't see these. Otherwise, it felt really insane going turn 1 for 1 Malicious, because that in itself was dupe block, and then you can normal summon Stratos afterwards. It was really insane, but drawing 2 of them just felt really fucking shit. So because of that reason, I decided to cut this, and now I'm on this build, which I do enjoy very much right now. It's pretty set in stone for me. So yeah, let's get right into the profile here. Most of it's fairly standard, so I'm not going to go too in depth on certain choices like 3 Caius, 2 dupe. I'm on the Alias, Ocean, Stratos, and Prodigy. These are the only heroes I'm currently playing with 1 E-Call. Parts of me wants to really play 2 E-Call, because for those hands where you just don't have a hero, which is this deck's issue sometimes, it kind of sucks. But I don't run into the problem too often because, like, you know, I prioritize thinning out the deck with the substitute and stuff. Like, you know, you're gonna draw your bombs and the right cards you need more often because the deck's super thin. For now, I'm liking this ratio of heroes. The E-Call might go to 2 at some point, I'm not sure yet, but I like this so far. Gores, 1 Junk Synchron. I'm still on this card. I still think the card's great. It's an easy card to side out versus certain matchups like you know, against deck that sides Oppression and DDV and whatever. It's a very easy card to side out. 2 Ryza. I see a lot of people still playing the 3 Caius, 1 Ryza with the extra hero. I honestly think that's incorrect. Ryza is insane as a card, like setting him back a turn against, you know, decks that go slow. Or like, you know, start off fair, like, you know, if Value Turbo has to get going, they have to set a right, go to mill, right? Like, you know, just bouncing stuff like that, like, you know, against fair stuff just seems absolutely insane. So 3 Caius, 2 Rise is really good in my opinion. 3 Substitute, 3 Swap, 2 Treeborn Frog, 1 Unifrog. Some people are cutting this card. I don't know why. This card's insane. You could add it back with Dewfrog afterwards. You just gain so much advantage. It forces them to play battle traps, obviously, because if the attack goes through, they're going to lose it anyway. Again, another easy card to side out versus certain matchups, you know, like the mirror match. It's not that great, and etc. So I love this card personally. I don't think I'll ever cut it. BrainCon, E-Call, Heavy Storm, 3 Miracle, MST, 1 for 1 Rhoda. That's pretty standard. I'm not going to go over any of that. I'm still on Mirror Force and Torrential in the main. A lot of people are cutting Torrential. I get the theory behind it. Like, you know, when you're playing against better players, they're not just gonna like slam their face and play right into Torrential, but it's still a very impactful card, and I just think it's too good to cut, honestly. That's just my opinion. 3 Regeki Break, 1 Trap Dust Shoot. You saw that I skipped these cards because I'm gonna go in depth into this card. Spiritual Water Art. I'm running 3 of them, and I was playing 2 of them, but I cut the enemy controller for the 3rd Water Art, and I've come to this realization that this card is absolutely fucking busted. If you're not playing this card at all, I just think you're absolutely incorrect. This card just wins games. Obviously, we know hand knowledge is insane in Edison format, and being able to rip any single card out of their hand is insane. Yes, it goes to the graveyard, which is, you know, if it's a monster, it may not be as impactful, but again, you can rip any card out of their hand. Like, I've ripped Miracle Fusions all day, which is gas for the mirror match, against the mirror match, excuse me. Dark Arm Dragons, Torrentials, Mirror Forces, cards I don't have to play around anymore. Like, you know, it's just, this card just wins you games. Like, having the constant hand knowledge, like, you know, especially if you resolve more than one in a game, this card's busted. Like, why are you not playing more than one at least? I just added the third. I went to a couple locals so far with it. It felt absolutely amazing, except for one game I was playing in the finals of a local. I'm trying to remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure I sided out one in Trap Dust Shoot going second. But I did end up unfortunately drawing these together like in a row, and like it wasn't as impactful when he had field advantage. But other than that, like, you know, that's like the first time where like I've run into the downfall of running more than one even, or three. But right now I still gotta do more testing, but I'm pretty sure 3 is insane. Just the thing about Edison, right? Like, you really want to run all the broken cards, and why would you not maximize running all of these broken cards at 3? Regardless of the downfalls, if you draw 3 of them or whatever, but that hasn't happened to me yet. I still got more testing to do, but this is definitely going to at least stay at 2 regardless, if not stay at 3. And I can't express how insane this card is, and you need to play it. There are lists already that are playing 2 or 3, and they call them Water Art Hero Frogs, and, you know, this card is in the name of the deck because of how good it is. Like, it's the card is just that broken. So again, I just wanted to highlight it, and we're gonna play a game after this. We resolve it a few times, you know, we'll see. The side deck, I'm kind of in between some of these cards in the side deck. And why is there 3 Soul Exchange in here? This is not correct, I apologize. All right, so this is the correct side deck that I'm currently running. This is mainly for locals though, but like, you know, in a bigger field tournament, this might change a little bit, but most of these cards are pretty much a lock for me. One breaker, people are telling me to cut it. I get why, like, you know, it's not like crazy. It's only for certain matchups, but I love this card personally because it's out individually to 2 cards that get sided against you all the time, against Vayu and Black Wings, etc. Like Fossil Dino Royal Oppression. This card outs both of those cards, literally. You summon it, pop the Oppression. You can obviously just attack over Dyna. It's a really good card. You could bounce it with Swap Frog and summon it again and pop something. If that happens, that's pretty good. I like Breaker at 1 in the side. It's just another out to cards that get sided against you. It also plays out of Deck Dev, which is a really good card. So I'm still on 2 Crow personally. I think this card's really good still. A lot of people are cutting it or even putting it to 1. But, you know, there's going to be that one time where you run into Gig of Eyes or, you know, Forge or something like that. You're going to be like, I wish I had more Crows. But moving on to the 3 Vanities, 1 Dyna. I was on 3 Vanity, 2 Dyna. It felt like too much. There was hands where I would just like draw 2 Vanities, 2 Dyna. It's like, yeah, this is pretty bad. I think this is a good ratio. I don't side Dyna in against a lot of the matchups where I side Vanities into for obvious reasons. There's certain matchups like Glad Beast that just run over Dyna, etc. So I think this is a good ratio. Vanity's Fiend just auto wins you games in certain matchups. You have to maximize it at 3 in my opinion. Very easy card to summon in this deck as long as you don't lose Treeborn access. I genuinely believe that this is a good ratio. Dyna's also really good into the mirror, so I would side all 4 of these into the mirror. This deck's issue sometimes against Titanial decks, because your Monarchs target, your Regeki Breaks target, which is your main removal of the deck. When they have Titanial on the field with other fodder for its effect, it's really hard for the deck to be able to play around that efficiently without going ultra minus. So for that reason, I still have the Dyna. I wish I could play 2 and be happy with it, but I just find it really bricky when you side all 4 to 5 cards. Who knows? Maybe even in the future I would go back to and only side 2 Vanities, 2 Dyna, and not all 5 of them. Who knows? Lightning Vortex. I think this card's really good in the deck for obviously the decks that go wide, Titanial decks, because obviously this doesn't target and this completely removes the issue. It's just a really good card. I think it's worth running. 2 Soul Exchange. I side this in almost every single game too. Every game going second mostly, instead of like 1 for 1, because like, you know, going Soul Exchange, Substitute is really good, and you know, this is out to some of the cards they side against you, Dyna, whatever. Also out to play around certain things like Honest or Kalut, even like, you know, to play around an Icarus attack, like, you know, as long as you don't have a second card in the field, you use Rip Soul Exchange when they have a Blackwing on the field and be like, oh yeah, I'm playing around Icarus. So I think it's an amazing card. I side too. Deep Prison, I'm not 100% side on this card. I don't really side this in at all, besides literally like the only matchup I side this in is Gladiator Beast. And this card might change, honestly. Some people sided in against the mirror as another out to 0. I think the deck has enough outs to when, like, you know, you could just trade a single card with it. Because, you know, most of the time you're not going wide against 0 will they get the most value. And yeah, but obviously Gladiator Beast is a really bad matchup for us, I think, and we need to have some sort of answers. 2 Dust Tornado, it's pretty self-explanatory. I was playing 3, but honestly with 3 Regeki Break, I think it's kind of counterintuitive to run 3 Dust Tornado as well, because this could also be technically a Dust Tornado because it does the same thing. For that reason, I'm running 2, not 3. It's good into a lot of the meta. So, and I side the 1 Soul Release. I have been testing it in the mirror, but for me personally in the mirror, I honestly think if you just slam a Vanities or Dyna on the field, it does the same exact thing as playing a Soul Release. Or even Crows, at that matter. I don't side Crow or Soul Release into the mirror personally. I was testing Soul Release against the mirror the past couple weeks. I don't even think there was a time where I drew it, so I can't really say if it was like seemed good or not. But this is obviously against mainly Light Sworns, because Light Sworn's a bad matchup for me. I have issues against Light Sworns when they just go fast and I lose. Another thing against Light Sworns that I want to bring up, Arcus is a fucking problem. I hate that card. Fuck you, Arcus. Arcus, Arcus, Arcus. Crash and burn. Die, please. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, if you summon Arcus, you can't Soul Release, you can't Regeki Break, you can't Monarch, which is all of your removal. Like, your outs are Torrential and Mirror Force quite literally, or Brain contributing it or something. Actually, no, you can't even Brain Con either. I'm dumb. You cannot even Brain Con because this card targets 2. So yeah, Arcus is a really big issue, and a lot of people are playing 2 and siding even the 3rd into Frog. So another reason why I like cards like Lightning Vortex. Extra deck's pretty self-explanatory. There's just one note I wanna talk about, but 3 Ab-Zero, 1 Gaia. Gaia barely ever comes up for me, honestly. It came up once, and I was playing against Neuralis Value of all decks, and like it won me the game. But that was like the only time where this card has ever come up for me. But anyway, 1 Catastor, Armory Arm, Black Rose, Brio, Colossal, Flameville, Eucarius, Goyo, Junk Warrior, Android, Stardust, and Thought Ruler. The one card I want to talk about here is Junk Warrior. I've never, ever summoned this card, and I don't know if it's because I'm bad or something. I mean, I get why this card could be good, obviously. It's a lot of damage. I just see myself summoning so many other cards, though. Part of me really wants to cut this card for a Mistworm, because I feel like Mistworm comes up more than this card does for me personally, the way I play the deck. That's just my thoughts. Please hit up the comments and let me know what you think would probably end up being better in the long run. It's just again, the way that I play, I don't really summon this card ever. But yeah. So yeah, that's the deck and my thoughts. Let's just hop into a game real quick and let's see if we can do some pretty good stuff here. All right, here we go. We're in. I always go paper. But yeah. Pretty good hand here. Oh god, what's he playing?
What the fuck?
Oh Jesus. Part of me wishes we were just playing some meta shit and not some rogue. But, oh, okay. It's one of those. Sets 3, huh? Alright. Yeah, I think we're just gonna do the obvious play here. Summon swap. Okay. We're gonna leave the water art, or leave the swap obviously because we have water art. Water art. So obviously we're gonna get rid of that card because I know that card is the whole thing of the deck. We're okay with taking the damage. I want to hit one of these back rows. That's a good card to hit. Standby Treeborn. What the fuck is this? Okay. What was his hand again? I have it screenshotted. Not much else, so... We still got to set the Mirror Force, though, just in case if he top stacks something to kill me. Yeah, we'll just rip it here. That's a good draw. Yeah, we'll probably just search the Infernal Prodigy here as fodder for Reiki Break. Oh. Swing in the face. Sure. Just pass. Okay, that's a good card. I do want to really establish some pressure here. The card's unknown. I think playing... no, we're not going to play Heavy Storm, obviously. But we are going to actually break the face down, I think. Okay, yeah, whatever. We're going to play this. I think we just go for damage here. Summon Goyo. He does have cards on us, but we know he has 2 ritual cards, which are dead in his hand, so we're not in the worst spot. We also have heavy if he has more back row. So, okay. Alright, Standby Treeborn. Again, we don't know what the back row is. I think we just swing. We don't rip heavy here. Good. Oh, well, I should have set dupe, but whatever. What the fuck is this? Draw the number equal to good housekeeping cards in your graveyard +1. Oh, okay. Alright, yeah, so he didn't have any. So the +1, he draws 1 card. Okay. Oh, man. Do you play more than 1 Starlight Road? Is the question. I mean, fuck, does he really have another Starlight Road? Does he? Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna rip it. I'm just gonna rip it. Rip it, rip it, rip it, rip it, rip it. We don't believe you. Okay, so he doesn't have it. Yes, that's fine. That's fine, sir. That's fine, sir. We have game, I mean. GG. And that's where I'm going to end the video today, guys. I don't want the video to be too long. We're already at about 18 minutes. So if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help the algorithm a lot. I would really appreciate it. Again, I would love to hear your thoughts about the deck in the comments. Any different choices, different decks I should try, anything. But yeah, that's going to be it. I hope you enjoyed it. Be on the lookout for some local replays coming up within the next week. And I'll be posting. Hope you guys have a good one. Thanks for watching. Peace.